Hey, hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Chastity. I am back with the same look because I'm filming 2 videos in the same day. Applause for me. But here we talk about beauty, entertainment, celebrities, TV shows, books, animes, kind of whatever grabs my attention that makes me want to get on here and rant to y'all and not my mom. So today's topic is something that I'm so happy about. We're gonna talk about Keke Palmer because she's being dragged for being rich and out of touch. I've always not liked Keke Palmer. There's always been something very fake woke, very hotep trist about her. Very much so, like, especially like, I don't know if she has this still, she got it removed, but at one point on the back of her neck, she has or had a Nefertiti tattoo. And I remember because it was Hot 97 and she was talking about it, and it was just very, very hotep. And I knew from that moment, I've never liked her voice, but it's like, listen, she's no longer True Jackson VP. She's her own person now, and I separate the two. True Jackson, Keke Palmer, not the same person. Akilah and the Bee, Keke Palmer, not the same person. She's just, there's always just been something about her that felt fake woke. Like in her brain, her third eye is open, but it's shut closed. And so she tweeted some nonsense today, and the entire internet started dragging her, and I'm so happy. Cause her and Summer Walker must have had a great conversation about this tweet, which I'm about to read to you. So in a tweet that has since forth been deleted, which I love a good tweets not loading. Keke tweeted, "Imagine if your EBT card could only work on healthy items." And then she took a screenshot of that and brought it to her Instagram, which I assume she was also dragged on. I'm just here for the comments. Good morning. Or did the Shade Room post it and then she said something? I don't know. Added for context, I have been eating extremely healthy lately and have been sad about my debit card balance because of it. Healthy food is more expensive for a reason. I'm gonna get to that bullshit ass comment. God. It's fresh and good for you and gives you energy. Bad foods are bad for a reason. They last long, they taste good because of tons of sodium, and they aren't expensive because they're honestly not food. Most likely they are food like a product. Food like a It's supposed to be food like product. Again, y'all just be thumbs be too fast. In any event, imagine if you could get whatever healthy food you wanted on your EBT card. Like, all the healthy food could swipe for free. Pretty much a reward for being healthy, but more so for giving homes a break that want to eat healthy but can't afford it. Hey, I'm Kamala Harris. I know you just started, but me and my friends were talking about it, and we think EBT cards should swipe free on all food items considered healthy. Now, in a amazing world, healthy food would be free. That's not how capitalism works. It's not. It's really not. Also, we can talk. God, there's so much. Again, food being free would be great. It's not realistic. It's not. Not when we have people who will vote for Biden and Kamala, but then when it comes to the representatives, House representatives, the Senate, all of that, they're still voting Republican. We're not going to get in a place where that will happen. It don't seem realistic, but it just feels like it feels very condescending to me because a good portion of the people who are on EBT cards are in food deserts, places where it is extremely difficult to get healthy food. Like, it feels very ignorant and very like, listen, brokies. Imagine if you can buy celery with your EBT card. I promise you, people who are on EBT do not have the time to cook with fruits and vegetables. Very time consuming. It is. It really is. That's the thing about healthier food. They're more expensive and they're far more time consuming to cook. Also, they spoil very easily because I'm personally, I don't like frozen fruits and vegetables. I do not. Outside of like smoothies, you can't get me to eat frozen fruits and vegetables. I prefer them fresh, and I think most people do, especially children. I think because there's a clear difference between steamed broccoli and like broccoli you heat up in the microwave. And I ain't eating broccoli you see steam in the microwave. That's not gonna happen. I'm not eating carrots. I gotta put them. I am not a microwave person when it comes to fruit and vegetables. That's not gonna happen. And so with fruits and vegetables, they spoil. And if you are on EBT, you are on government assistance, you can't be going to the grocery store every 3, 4 days to get new fruits and vegetables because they spoiled. Because again, not everybody likes frozen fruit, frozen vegetables, and that's fair. Because I don't. I think they're really disgusting. Most fruits and vegetable frozen are gross and are terrible unless you're putting them in a smoothie. Also, I feel like having someone set because then that means only like fruits and vegetables would be free, but like the actual like protein, you because again protein is important. A balanced diet is having fruits and vegetables and having things with other nutrients. So I can buy a thing of grapes for free, but like the chicken that's gonna feed my family for the entire week still costs as much as it like because you can argue chicken's not healthy if you fry it. It's like because again you don't know how people are cooking. You don't because people take healthy food and deep fry them all the time. So I don't this weird. This is what because then you have to set a base for what is healthy food and if is healthy food just fruit and vegetable because chicken is healthy if cooked the right way can be healthy. It's protein that you need like crab. And you could argue that crab is healthy and then get you a seafood broil on like it leaves too much up in the air and people arguing on what's healthy and what's not healthy. And again, the people who are on EBT usually do not have time to cook. You need things quick and easy. You have to feed your children, you have to feed yourself. So I feel and again, fruits and vegetables, cooking them is usually far more time consuming because again, not everyone likes frozen fruit and vegetables are gross. It's just it just feels like you're being very out of touch with the everyday life of people who are not rich, who don't have personal chefs, who don't have the time to cook. You cook like some people's families they cook Sunday night, Monday night, and that's dinner for the next 2, 3 days. And then Wednesday, Thursday, they cook again, and that's the rest of the meal for the rest of the week. And then you go back food shopping. Like eating healthy is a luxury. It is truly a luxury. And this idea, it's just, there's just so much disillusionment behind her points where it's like, this isn't realistic. Again, there are people in food deserts where it's extremely difficult to acquire fruits and vegetables. So what are they supposed to do? Are they not going to get free food from the grocery stores now? Because they don't live in places where it's easily accessible. Like when you start breaking it down and you're like what we should be doing is lowering the prices of fresh fruits and vegetables. That's what we need to be doing. We need to be making it more accessible for people. Because there's no reason, like, I want to go and buy fresh raspberries. Like, I love raspberries. It's a new discovery for me because I never had them as a kid because they were expensive. My parents never bought. We don't buy raspberries. We don't buy cherries. There's like specific fruit that I love, and we, growing up, we didn't buy often. We buy it like once in a while because the fruit's expensive and fruit spoils. It's one of those things where it's not cost effective sometimes to have a bunch of things in your fridge that will spoil in less than a week because everyone eats different. Not everyone runs through food that quickly. I might eat grapes on Sunday and I don't want to eat grapes again until Thursday. But now I got to throw the grapes out because they're all spoiled and rotten. And again, I'm gonna keep reiterating this because y'all do not understand my hatred for frozen fruits and vegetables outside smoothies. They're gross. Like, the consistency ain't right. Like, frozen broccoli, I like my broccoli steamed. I like my broccoli crunchy. I ain't getting that. I'm not getting el dente, el dente broccoli from the microwave. That ain't gonna happen. It's just, she has on rich people glasses and you just hate to see it. And also, let's talk about like fruits and vegetables are great. They're good for you. They're not filling. The whole point, especially when you have family, you have multiple children, the whole point is to make sure your children are full. If you can afford to feed your children, you're going to make sure they're not going to bed hungry. And I'm sorry, but some broccoli and spinach is not going to fill up your kid. They not. Again, children don't like vegetables. That's just life. Liking vegetables, it comes with age. But like, you're not getting a 5-year-old eat spinach. You're not getting a 4-year-old eat kale. That's not gonna happen, Keke. That's not gonna. People have to feed their kids, and your kid likes pork chops versus broccoli. Well, baby gotta eat pork chops because baby gotta eat. And it's just this. It's just I'm just like, Keke. Poor people are hungry. Okay, and like the amount of vegetables you have to eat to not only get the like I feel like she doesn't understand how nutrition works and how a balanced diet is important. Like, you should, like, of course it's not ideal to eat bad food all the time, but again, bad food is filling, healthy food isn't. You have to eat more of the healthy stuff to be full. And again, you have growing children. Children eat like garbage disposals, Keke. They eat like my brother. The amount of times he comes from upstairs to downstairs kitchen to get some food. He about this tall. He shouldn't be eating this much. And it goes nowhere. I'm telling you, Miss Palmer. Miss Palmer. Vegetables are not enough. Children need to go to bed full. And a bowl full of green leaves is not going to do it for kids. Especially picky ass children. Children won't eat something because it look weird. And it's like, it looks kind of funny. Now they're not going to eat it. And they won't ever try it again until like 25. Like, move around me, Keke. You've been rich for too long. You forget how regular people work. And how, and then also, like, Keke is single. She, in the sense of she has no children. That's not, your kids don't care about healthy and what's good for them or not. If they're not going to eat something, they're not going to eat something. Because there gets to be a point as a parent, you've been working you've had 2 shifts at your 2 jobs, you are tired. And then here's your kid screaming their head out because they don't want to eat broccoli. And you're just like, fine, don't eat it. Like, there's so much that goes into it. Another thing I don't like is it's giving very much so, since you're on public assistance, you don't deserve to treat yourself once in a while. Just because someone is on public assistance does not mean they have to just live in squalor and be sad and not go nowhere and only eat like the basic bare minimum food. No, you are a human being. You live in a gluttonous country like America. You should be allowed to save some coin and then every once in a while, get you a little seafood broil. Eat. Like, I don't believe because someone is poor, that means they should just be sad and not experience the pleasures. Like, I don't feel like me being poor means I can't eat a bag of Doritos once in a while. Like, no, like it creates this really weird, like, you're poor so you don't deserve to eat food like this. Like it's bad for you, but it tastes good. We just gotta move forward from that, baby. I just feel like don't be in people's pockets. That's why you really got dragged. You was in people's pockets. Mind your pockets, Keke. Mind yours. You make so much money. Why are you so invested in what poor people? Mind your business. Mind your business. And again, people in food deserts, Go slap the shit out you, Keke, because they're out of touch. The reality you're not a part of. You're not a part of this one. Also, we can talk about like in again predominantly Black and Latino communities, a lot of grocery stores are closing and being replaced with Whole Food. Like, hey, hi, this is Editing Chastity. As well as like they're either being these grocery stores are either being replaced with Whole Foods or they're not being replaced at all. There are places where the closest grocery store is 10 miles away. And let's start with the fact that if you're an EBT, the likelihood of you owning a car is not realistic. So you're taking the bus 10 miles from your home and then bringing them back on the bus for another 10. Like, they do this shit on purpose. It's just Keke, shh, be quiet. There's so much like, and then with like farmer markets and stuff like that, in places where it gets cold, farmers markets aren't open all the time. If you are in a state where it gets super cold, the farmers market ain't gonna be open like that. Also, from like grocery stores, the quality of food changes from chain to chain, because you'll go to one shop, right, and everything's always rotten. Because in my area there is a specific shop, right, that like food you get from there spoils super quickly, and then you go to a different shop, right, just a mile away, and the food's perfectly fine. As well as prices change from store to store. Like, food is a business. It will never really truly be free like that. Even though, depending on your area, SNAP and EBT, they drop the prices of fruit. Like, the thing is, people are buying fruit, but it's okay to buy snacks. You're not a bad kid if you want to get some chips. Also, let's talk about the fact that people have food allergies and other medical conditions which stops them from eating specific types of food. Like, there's just so much that comes into play when we're talking about situations like this. Also, the thing with healthier food, there is not the same amount of variety. I'm not eating chicken and broccoli 5 days a week. I'm not. Like, boiled chicken, broccoli, and rice every day, every one of God's days. I'm not doing that. Okay, I think I'm pretty much all talked out for the day. If you made it this far, I really do appreciate you. My link tree and all that stuff, where to contact me and find me, will all be in my description below. I really, really appreciate you guys. Bye.